Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. We knew some key US markets are also seeing a surge in foreign house buying. But first, today's dairy auction was almost a non-event. Prices changed very little and volumes were modest. Overall, prices are up just 0.2% in US dollar terms, down 0.7% in New Zealand dollar terms. Whole milk powder prices are up 0.3%. Our special note, however, is that the price of butter rose 3.4% to $6,004 a tonne, the first time ever it has reached that level in these GDT auctions, and is 160% higher than the low point in August 2015. Dairy fats are back in favour. Cheddar cheese also rose to their highest level since May 2014. In the US, they're seeing a massive surge in foreign demand for houses, pushing up prices in key cities. In all, foreign buyers and recent immigrants purchased $153 billion of residential property in the US in the end of March 2017, nearly a 50% jump from the year earlier. The biggest buyers remain the Chinese, but the surge was fueled by Canadians who piled in a big way. Buyers from China, Canada and the UK represent half of all this activity. And Japan is the front line for fighting deflation. They have growth and now stable consumer prices finally, but that is all after massive monetary policy responses fighting deflationary effects. But they and the world face a new threat, e-commerce, otherwise known as the Amazon effect. Consumer prices are under attack from a much more efficient way of delivering consumer goods. The Bank of Japan is likely to lower its forecast of inflation in the upcoming monetary policy report. Targeting inflation is increasingly looking like a last century approach. And in Sydney, a former RBA board member is arguing that the world's central banks should switch to a system of using official interest rates to target nominal income growth to ensure huge household and government debt burdens are unwound safely. You can still have the same credibility if you do it in a very explicit income target, he said, which is really growth plus inflation. Major US bank Citigroup has announced that it will be decamping from London to Frankfurt in response to Brexit. This will be just the start of these types of decisions, and this announcement comes at an uncomfortable time for the British, who are now just getting down to brass tacks in their discussions with Brussels. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield has continued to slide lower and is now at 2.26%. These declines are mounting up. It's down 10 basis points in 2 weeks, although it's still up 10 basis points in a month. The price of oil is up today and is now just under $46.50 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is now just under $49. However, another OPEC country says it'll break the output cut deal they agreed just last month. And the price of gold is up too, this time by another $8 to $1,241 an ounce. And the US dollar is struggling, making the Kiwi dollar look good at 73.6 US cents. But we're lower on the cross rates at 92.9 Aussie cents and 63.6 euro cents. As a result, the TWI will start today at 76.6. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.